Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to my recap here for week 6 of the ESL Mobile Open. Of course, I got to give a big thank you to ESL for partnering with me on this so I can give you guys an exclusive look at this tournament. The best tournament for anybody looking to get started in competitive PUBG Mobile. So, let's get into it. Let me start off with my play of the week for week 6. All right, and my play of the week is gonna go to Team GT, and they just finished this out in style. Look at this. So they're gonna end up killing that one remaining member from SHC, and now they only have one remaining enemy. And you're gonna see Sway get it inside the vehicle. His teammate gets shot, and he's going straight for it, baby. Easy run over. That is how you get a chicken dinner in style in the brand new 2-seater. Looking good. So that's my play of the week. Let's go ahead and jump into the rest of the action we saw here in week 6. All right, the first squad I'm going to be looking at is going to be Chillas Esports, Los Chivas, and they're going to be trying to attain GOAT status here in Miramar. You see them holding the edge of the zone, applying a ton of pressure, some nice shots through the smoke, using that SLR, what I like to call the Slurpee. The zone's going to shift away from them just a little bit, and they're going to have to wrap around this edge, and that's exactly what you're going to see them doing, using some nice utility, using each other's shots to get some nice kills, and they're going to get this squad wiped out. And from here, it's all about just pressing on in. And they're going to be using utility very well. That's what I really love to see, especially when you're outside of zone, because it doesn't give away your position necessarily, and you're just able to apply more pressure. Now you're going to see them go into this nice shot. This is one thing I would have loved to see them do a little bit better, because you're going to see on this right side, they're kind of splitting up. They're kind of focused on too many teams. They should be just pushing together. Now you see one of their members get knocked. I would have loved to see Lux here wait for his teammate rather than challenge this, but it doesn't matter because he is going to win that 1v1. But if he got knocked, it would have been really rough. Now we're going to see them. I think we're going to see a little bit of actually panic in my eyes, because it's going to start getting real intense. You're going to see Nito laying down. They're at the edge. They got 15 kills. I don't know how he didn't see that Molotov, but he's going to feel it, and he's like, oh, I'm on fire. I'm on fire, baby. Help. But he's going to actually survive at the last second. So I think we're starting to see a little bit of panic. But at the same time, this is the ESL Mobile Open. I mean, this is a big tournament. You want to perform well. And so far, at 15 kills, they're not trying to mess this up. Now, you're going to see the nice off angle from Lux. It's all up to him here. He needs to be putting on nothing but suppressive fire. And now you're going to start hearing it come out. You're going to start hearing it come out. That's going to allow the rest of this duo to really press up and try to take out Team 6. And it looks like they're going to be able to do it, because you can just see this beautiful push here from Fran. 1v1, going to challenge it here at this truck. The Molotov almost touches them, but they're able to get that last finish. And then now 19 kills. A great performance from them. And they have just been using each other to just press up and take each team out little by little. Only one squad left. And right now they're going to get a nice little reset. Nice reset. Just kind of, take a little break, take a little deep breath, and just deal with this last squad, because they have the whole lay of the land. They know exactly where the last remaining members are. You can see Lux is going to be on this other side, and they're going to get the finish. I mean, 21 kills for Chivas Esports. A great start for them. Next up, we're going to take a look at Level X. This is the top 3 team in the lobby, a team that we've obviously looked at quite a bit so far in the ESL Mobile Open. We're on Aaron Gale. They got 11 kills at this point, and now they're just trying to finish things off. Chanu ends up getting taken out, and he was at off angle for the rest of his squad. So that's kind of tough, but at the same time, you see a nice little buggy rotation. They're able to pick them back up, and they're just going to try to get this last finish. It's a 3v1 at this point, so all they got to do is just execute this properly. You're going to see Chanu just kind of start to feel himself off the buggy. Gonna get that last shot and finish. A beautiful game for Level X. Next team up is going to be Sailing Pro. Now, this is a squad I have not talked about at all so far here in the ESL Mobile Open, and it's an up-and-coming team. They've got quite a few kills. Look at this player right here. They are completely outside a circle and shooting a whole shots inwards, because they need to get a few knocks in order to be able to get a safe rotation. And this is one of the hardest points of competitive PUBG Mobile. Teams on the inside, they should be focusing nothing but gatekeeping Sailing Pro here, but it's so hard to do when you have them have a beautiful rooftop angle and applying this kind of shot pressure. They realize that they need to get this knocked, they need to take out Team 5, and they're going to get a beautiful vehicle explosion, and you're going to see a panic smoke. Once they smoked out, that eliminates their sightlines completely. Sailing Pro instantly were like, hey, let's get going. Let's go right now. Push up on them. We got a free push because of that one smoke. And just like that, they're going to get that finish. And now they're safely in the zone with a beautiful location for the rest of the game. 13 kills, still 14 alive, and they could definitely rack up the total even more. And you can see that's exactly what they're looking to do. Just trying to get some good information. You can see PZX here looking on down, and he's going to be trying to get a nice spray down on the stand. It doesn't really get it off the way he wants to. I would love to see him utilize that burst a little bit more. The 4-bullet burst from the DP, man, that has just been the meta at the high tier. At the same time, I mean, you could definitely hit those sprays. You're going to see him do it right here with a beautiful one right on the inside. Nice knock. They don't opt to go for the push because they don't know where the next zone is going to rotate. They're waiting on the clock, waiting to see where that next zone is going to go. They're just trying to eliminate that armor. And speaking of eliminating armor, they're going to get that knocked out in return. Pandy is going to try and hold off the right side for them. I love to see them just group up more. I mean, they had this entire spot to themselves. If they grouped up, they would have been much more safe. Pandy's with the UMP and the suppressor trying to get these last finishes. Just nice peeks back and forth is going to be able to get the finish onto Jonah. And now 18 kills, 1 player remaining. And Pandy's going to go in for the solo. He knows exactly where he is. He's going to go ahead and say, you know what? Let me wait for my teammate. Let's work together and let's get this finish. So a beautiful finish from Sailing Pro. Now we're going to go over to Miramar, and I want to take a look at this because this is just an interesting finish. Now you're going to see Raetha here do a desperation buggy rotation. You're dead 100% of the time in this kind of moment. He went for it and went out. Nothing he can do here. Now we're going to look at Spike. This is what I really want to look at because you're going to see this zone is so toxic. 0 cover inside of it. Spike's gonna have his 1 remaining teammate and the blue zone to work with, and you can just see him bust out that AK red dot, putting that as a rest of fire. He knows they have to run out eventually because this blue zone hurts. That smoke that they threw, I would have loved to see it been thrown a little bit further up, like a nice beautiful smoke wall up front, because you know that pre-fire through the smoke is gonna come its way. And this is what I'm talking about. When you don't have any cover inside of the zone, you have to make your own. And this is why we see so many teams utilize multiple vehicle strategies so they can make that kind of makeshift cover. End up working out for Waymix right there, and they got the chicken dinner. Staying on Miramar, we're going to look at the big team B-Town Esports, the top squad in the lobby. And you're going to see why they are exactly that. I mean, 12 kills so far. I mean, just straight domination that they've been laying down here in the second split of this tournament. Now look at that, but look at the leans, you know, just leaning back and forth, trying to find some angles. They're doing a beautiful split. They're utilizing their kit, throwing them smokes out because they need to try and edge into the zone, but those smokes are just placed beautifully. It's chat, the second he realized that he was at a disadvantage, instantly dropped to his knees. He knows that he can't afford to go down here because if he does get knocked, it's going to be just so horrible for the rest of the squad to try and pick him up. And look at this, just using their angles. 1 left. He's gonna get the finish then right there. Beautiful finish from B-Town Esports. Now it ain't competitive PUBG Mobile if we don't see some snake play action, and this is what we're gonna see inside of Aaron Gale. You're gonna see version 2. This is a team that's not in the top 16 by far, so they need to definitely put in some work, and that's exactly what you're gonna see happen here from M11. Putting some nice shots, just using his ears because he can't see anything here. He's just using, you know, the hit markers to guide him, and look at that. He's gonna get a nice little finish there. Avery's gonna put a couple of shots on him. He has no vest, so he's in really big trouble. But right now we're gonna see Valentine, 1 HP, and just he's got the hard cover. He's got the crate, and this crate is gonna be a major saving grace for him, and he has been crushing it because that right there is kill number 6 and onto the teammate of this version 2 squad. So right now it's just M11, last one up, no cover at all. Snake play action. We're gonna speed it up right here because I mean he can't move. He stands up, he's dead, and Valentine's gonna get a nice little beautiful peek shot here. He's feeling himself really well and gonna get the finish. So that's a beautiful squad wipe. 7 kills for Valentine. Beautiful. Moving on over to Sanhok, we're gonna see 6 Goddess here. Now they had a beautiful setup, but it gets shut down by Passion Fruit Stevo with the 2-piece nade. That is gonna eliminate their off angles completely. Mercy runs in for the 2v1 against HQA, and it ain't gonna work out. Now Stevo is gonna have to try to make something happen. He has the high ground. It worked for Obi-Wan Kenobi, but it ain't gonna work for Stevo because HQA coming from the bottom, 2v1, getting it done. Now, in the last clip, we saw HQA win that game as a 3-man team. And we're going to see another squad do the same thing here inside of Aaron Gale. And you're going to see DMZ at the bottom making cover for themselves. This is what you love to see at the high level. Just making some plays. Oh, look at this. I mean, MST getting some beautiful shots there on the side. And now here it goes, 2v1. They see that buggy, DMZ does, And as soon as he shoots those shots, they know where the last remaining member is. So, hey, why shoot when you could use utility? And that's exactly what DMZ is going to do. Look at that. He sees that nade coming. He gets the knock. Oh, great. But guess what? That nade hurts. How many can he handle, though? How many grenades? Because Rojas, you know he ain't gonna run on the open unless he's got something else. Here comes another nade, and that's gonna be the finish. DMZ getting the beautiful chicken dinner as a 3-man squad. Fantasy and Milos with 9 kills by themselves. A great way to finish off, I think, week 6. And that's all the action I got for you guys for week 6. Remember, there's still 2 weeks left to go. You can still get in on this, and if you're able to make top 16, I'll be able to catch you guys in the finals. So that's it for now. Hope to catch you guys next week. Hot Jukes out.